Oh, is it shaking?
That was prepared. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. That was good. That was
We're having an earthquake apparently.
in Florida. In the flattest place in the world.
Hi, Melissa here from CBD Reviews here in Tampa Bay, Florida with the lovely Kim from Advocanna enjoying this beautiful weather. And we're here to ask her a few questions to see how she's doing with her business and what may be in store for us in the future.
Thanks for having me. Very excited.
Okay, so when you started your business, it wasn't originally to just jump right into the CBD industry, correct?
Right. So we were feeling a bit lost on our career journey, and we're like, hey, we're two huge beauty fans. Her and I have a great friendship. Alexandra and I have a great friendship. And she knew my background was from the skincare industry. So she learned about CBD through her husband, and she started doing some research. She actually tried some oral tinctures to help with her patterns of sleep because she wasn't sleeping all through the night. And then she actually bought some tinctures for her husband's grandmother to try with her chronic pain. And when she realized how effective it was and how she really did see a marked difference, she came to me and pitched me the idea of doing a CBD skincare line. And right off the bat, I thought it was one of the best ideas ever. Like, we don't regret it. We think there's definitely a market for it. And it became, in the beginning, kind of just a hobby for us. Something to kind of take us away from the mundane 9-to-5 jobs that we were working at the time. So that's how pretty much it came to be.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's a love bug, at least. It's not.
Shoot.
We call that Florida scientific experiment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were actually produced in a lab.
Oh, really? Those bugs?
Yeah, love bugs. They were meant to kill something. I forget what.
Dude.
And then they just overpopulated, and yeah. That's like the only bug I don't freak out about. Everything else, I'm like, ah.
That's weird. What was your first product under Advocanna that you put CBD to the ingredients?
So Alexandra and I definitely started experimenting with moisturizers. We have very different skin, so we're like, okay, her skin's very dry, extremely dry, and then mine was mostly like combination to oily. And we had heard that CBD for dry skin was super effective and kind of helping replenish the oils in your skin and all that. And alternatively, it also does help you with if you create too much sebum and all that in your face, it also helps with oily skin. So we tried it at the same time. We tested it for around 3 weeks, and we both saw very positive results, even though our skin was so different. But of course, this was like in our kitchen. We were like, okay, we made like a moisturizer, and then we added from an oral tincture, we put the pure oil in there. And that's pretty much how we're like, okay, we can definitely do this. And started doing more research,
So what would you say that makes your products under Advocanna different from other companies' products?
So from the brands that are out there, we have noticed a lot of it is medicinal, first of all. Like, it's going to help people with chronic disorders, arthritis and eczema, psoriasis, that kind of stuff. Because I came from the food, drug, mass industry, we kind of brought all those things together. So we're like, okay, we want to set out to do something different. There are natural products out there. We know they work, but from a mass consumption standpoint, people want very fast results.
That's true.
So we're like, okay, what can we do? CBD has tons of antioxidants and it's anti-inflammatory, so it helps with anti-aging properties naturally. But how can we put it on steroids, pretty much? Like, how can we bring you results that are quick, that you will notice? And we formulated it with scientifically proven and tested and safe anti-aging ingredients. So I did want to make a point about it. Like, some people contact us and are like, oh no, we don't want to try your products because they're not all natural. And that's completely fine. We understand if it's a lifestyle choice. But there are products and ingredients that are synthetic that are completely safe and sometimes even better than some natural products because it's made in a controlled environment. So we wanted to make that point. You know, our products are not 100% natural, but they were designed to bring you results. And we love when people contact us after trying the products for a week and they're like, wow, I can already tell that this is working on my face. I already feel it, like it's so smooth, it's helping with my acne, all that kind of stuff. So that's what it was meant to do.
Awesome. That's amazing. So why is your primary focus on skincare products?
So we are two beauty fans. Alexandra and I are like probably one of the most girliest girls that you will ever meet. And we wanted to bring our passion of skincare, and our just business know-how is in the skincare industry. You know, we didn't want to enter something without being wholeheartedly informed and educated on it and just passionate about it. And like I said, a lot of companies are doing great things in the medicinal area that we wanted to set ourselves apart as well. So we plan to continue to focus on beauty and bring awareness to it, because if you search in Google, the majority of articles on CBD is that medicinal aspect. Right. There's still a lot of information that's still put out there, but there's even less information on beauty. So that's why the name too, our name is Advocates of Cannabis for Beauty, because we want to bring that awareness to everybody. Yeah.
I get it now. Look at that, I'm learning. Okay, so what do you use CBD personally for?
CBD, so I'm definitely a fan of the oral tinctures. This is really weird, but I actually like how it tastes, and people are like, oh my god, it doesn't, you know, they get like the ones that are orange flavored or something. I enjoy the pure CBD oral tinctures, and I primarily use them for three things in my life. First, obviously skincare. I love it. I even sometimes put the oil like under my eyes. Like it's really great to use in its pure form.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it's super great. But I also use it for my mood, anxiety, and to not share, not too much TMI, but PMS. It's great. I mean, that obviously affects your hormones, it affects your mood, and I'm extremely sensitive during that time where I notice that I'm like, wow, I'm a completely different person. So I wanted something natural. I didn't want, like, if you go to the doctor, they will tell you, oh, try this prescription, try this, try this. Like, I'm not a fan of that at all. So I wanted something to try that I could feel different, and I do. Like, your day-to-day stresses, there are times in your life that you feel anxiety more than others,
right.
And then there's times that you're feeling super cranky and super moody and you need to chill out. Well, there you go, CBD.
Yeah, and it's great that you do get the results super fast.
You do.
Versus like having to try all these different pharmaceuticals that usually take like a whole month before they start to kick in. So
Right.
they even help you.
Right.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, and people, some people that might not be too informed, like they do expect to like feel something as soon as you take it. When you take an ibuprofen, you don't feel it. You just know that it's going to work. The same thing with CBD. You're taking it and you know it's going to work, and then you start altering your dosage accordingly. You know, that's how you start figuring out what dosage works for you.
Exactly.
But you got to give it a shot.
There you go. All right. What are your thoughts on the future of cannabidiol?
Man, I feel like we haven't even hit the brink yet.
Yeah.
What's super exciting is that it is getting to be to that level where it's more mainstream. Maybe people don't know exactly what it does, but they've at least heard of it, and they're curious, and they're more open-minded. I feel like it's heading to, they're not going to judge you right away, and they're like, you're talking about cannabis, aren't you? Like, no, they're like, okay, actually I'm curious, I have heard some things, like tell me more about it. And I love that. I see that from like even my own family members that are a little older and are like,
Yeah, same
you
with
know,
my parents.
right? They're becoming a little more open-minded about it, like they want to learn. So I do feel that, again, there's so much more to share with the world. That's why this is an awesome outlet. What you guys are doing here is very amazing. I'm a huge fan of that. And I do feel like it's going to be a huge part of medicine in the future, like to treat real serious issues that are debilitating people and affecting their quality of life. I do believe like it's going to be more part of a mainstream treatment in the future, and I'm really excited for that.
I agree. Everyone deserves a second chance, and everyone deserves to have the chance to be healthy.
Exactly. And what's missing is just them allowing us to share that information in a more accepting way.
Yes.
It'll
it's
get
easier
there.
for them to comprehend that way too.
Exactly.
And when you're not working super hard at your job, what do you like to do for fun?
Man, this is the reason Alex and I have been friends for like more than 7 years. We're very similar. So I would say our top two things are traveling. We've traveled a lot together, and thankfully our husbands are really great friends as well. So we've done that couple travel arrangements. And we are huge foodies. Oh, yeah. Like we like to eat a lot and have new experiences, try different flavors from different cultures. Those are probably our top two. And then we also have pets. We are dog mommies. So we do a lot of outdoor stuff. And now that she's in Colorado, she like sends me pictures all the time. She's like, oh, look at this waterfall. And so we're outdoorsy people, but in different ways because there's no mountains here in Florida. So I take nice leisurely walks and enjoy the water, and she enjoys mountains.
That's awesome. Is that better?
Oh, we have to do the whole thing all over again? I was 19. I started working for this brokerage firm that represented a whole bunch of manufacturers. I actually wanted to be a psychologist.
Oh, wow.
And then when I entered this industry and I realized how fun it was, like we are bringing products to you so you can find them in your local grocery store or whatever store that you shop, and we are bringing solutions to you, you know? Like I love products that actually make a difference in your life. So since I was 19, I've been working in that industry, and that's how I wanted to do skincare. The CBD aspect is the icing on the cake that Alexandra brought to me that I was like, it's a no-brainer.
There you go.
You know about it before?
I had no idea about CBD. I knew about cannabis and about how cannabis could help with symptoms associated with cancer treatment. I was aware of that side, but I had no idea about CBD, and it's opened my eyes to a whole new world out there. And I actually lost my father to cancer, and I wish I would have known everything that I know now to have really helped him during that process. So here, Advocanna is essentially a full skincare regime. So we offer a toner, a cleanser, and then 3 different moisturizers that, depending on what type of skin you have, treat different things. And then we also have like a body butter that we call it our foot and hand repair cream, because those are the areas that get really dry usually. So toners are super great to cleanse your skin of any excess dirt, grime from your pores, as well as balance the oils on your skin. Like our face throughout the day, I mean, we're exposed to so much that sometimes you need a little extra help with that, so toners are great for that purpose. The cleansers obviously are also great because you need to, on a daily basis, clean out your pores. If you're wearing makeup, or if you've had a rough day and you're stressed out, you produce more oils in your skin. So the cleanser works really well when paired with a toner. And then the 3 different moisturizers that we have Balance, which we consider our more gentle formula for any type of skin, whether it's young or more mature skin. It's very great for that. It has jojoba oil in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is really, again, it sounds counterintuitive, but people don't realize that oils are actually really great to balance the oils on your skin. So it kind of figures out your pH and then derives you like, okay, your skin's too dry, let me replenish the oils, or my skin's too oily, let's balance it to a more neutral state. So that would be our Balance. And then our Brighten is great when you have dark spots. This one also has collagen, retinol, so it's really great for signs of aging, to help with signs of aging. And then we have our Revive, which is extremely hydrating. That's probably the most hydrating one out of all of the 3 because it has aloe vera oil in it, aloe vera gel, excuse me, in it. And then it also has witch hazel. Oh my god, I blanked. I'm so sorry. That's not the one that has, that's not the one. It has apple stem cells. The industry is just automatic support. That's the awesome thing about it. Like, they understand how difficult it is. Like, one of the issues we had for our website was the merchant.
On the merchant accounts, yeah.
And we were so concerned about it. We wanted to put a huge paragraph that said, we're so sorry. We know this is weird that you have to put your routing number in. Like, you know, we wanted to put this whole thing, but we were like, okay, let's just try and say, hey, if they have any questions, contact us. And the people already know that it's an issue, so they don't mind. They don't mind using that and saying, like, it's okay, we understand how difficult it is. Like, if you can't do Venmo, then we'll do your merchant.
Typically, it's pretty illegal, and the bank is going to be a problem.
Yes. It was a huge, we had no idea. That was another thing, like when we started, that we were like, okay, the products were actually the easy part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was everything else that we were like, oh my gosh, hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. Like, we wanted to launch our website in July of last year, and it was like we had to keep on like pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. And we launched it December
31st. Oh, wow.
We're like, hey, at least we made it in 2017, you know? We're like, yes, we barely made it. Happy New Year, y'all.